Hello, Virgo. Elsie here to do a reading. It is for the week ahead. Virgo, how are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. Happy birthday, friends. I hope you're well. Thank you for this beautiful Virgo energy, this beautiful season of getting things in order, getting our crap together. And Virgo, I think that your sign is one of the mutable signs that is most affected by this eclipse that we had with the partial eclipse, the full moon in Pisces that was yesterday. So let me know, how is the shift going for you? Because if you're a person who's ready for change, if you're a person who's sensitive to the moon, to the moon cycles and whatever is going on astrologically, it's you I'm talking to. It's you who's experiencing these changes, because the mutable signs are actually the ones that are going to be affected the most. So Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Sag. It is going to affect the cardinals as well, Aries, Libra, and Cancer, and Capricorn. But it's going to be hardest on the mutables, I think. So this eclipse season is for for you to face your fears and your traumas. That's the Pisces influence, right? And this eclipse was triggered by the dominance of Aries, right? So this could be a very dramatic time. You or people around you could be acting a little different or unhinged. So let's read about it. Let's find out what sort of changes are coming now that we're past this first eclipse here. Tell me about Virgo, please. Tell me what changes are coming up now that we've had this eclipse in Pisces. Tell me about what is about to change for Virgo, please. We do have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. So you might be dreaming about things, Virgo. Some of the things that you're dreaming might start to show up in the 3D for you here. Tell me more about Virgo. We've got work through your fears. That's exactly what this is about. The Pisces influence, the full moon with the eclipse, is making you face things that you were scared to face, things that you put on the back burner. So you're going to have to now face them and work through them, because that's what Scorpio would do. It says a new moon in Scorpio. It's like you're not going to have any fear to face it, but you're going to plan things around it. Scorpio is very strategic, right? So I feel like it's like things are going to start showing up that you've been dreaming about, or the things of your dreams are going to start showing up, and you're going to have to work through your fears, because I feel like we do a lot of manifesting, but we never really talk about how to receive those things. Sometimes we're not ready to receive the good things or the happy things. Bottom of the deck, we have nothing is yet set in stone, the mutable moon. So we are talking about you, the mutable sign, right? Tell me more about Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about more for Virgo in the week ahead, please. Virgo, if you're interested in joining us in the area that is the membership area, please look in the pinned comment below. Also, there still is a sale on till the end of the month for private reads. We do have imagination. Interesting. Anything that you can imagine. Have faith in your dreams. It says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. We do have gratitude. And gratitude says, I am thankful for this life and for the opportunities that it presents. So I hope you're serious about that, because I feel like life is going to start presenting you with opportunities to open your eyes and see things the way that they're supposed to be seen. I feel like we've got this blue energy here. We've also got violet energy. Violet is the third eye chakra. I feel like somebody here is having realizations as they see things from their imagination show up actually in the 3D, and now you've got to work through the fears, because I feel like we dream of a lot of things, but when they actually show up, it can freak us out just a little bit. We have guilt. It says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So no more guilt. I feel like somebody here is just eclipsing the guilt, letting go of this energy of I can't make decisions or people will be mad at me. All right, let's find out what the tarot says for you. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Virgo. Tell me about Virgo. What's coming up for the week ahead for Virgo, please? What changes are showing up for Virgo in the 3D? We've got the Emperor. Have faith in your dreams. I feel like for some of you, the fear is that you're going to be seen, or it's time to level up, or it's time to step into the Emperor's shoes. And the Emperor is the person who is in charge of everything. People answer to the Emperor, right? And they also ask questions of the Emperor. The Emperor's at the top of the food chain, right? I feel like it's somebody here who I think that you're going to experience some sort of level up, whether that's in a relationship or in a group of people or in your workplace. I feel like it's something that you have dreamed about, imagined, and now it's coming at you. And I feel like you're going to have to work through your fears of actually taking a step into the Emperor's shoes. We do have imagination, which comes up with the Magician, which is kind of cool, because I feel like you've been working things out in the 5D while you've been sleeping. It's like the subconscious is taking over. You're using the tools to realize things, and the Magician is usually pointing from the heavens to the earth. You're now bringing things out of the dream state into the 3D realm, right? We've got work through your fears. Work through your fears of making decisions. And I was saying this at the very beginning. I feel like somebody here is a person who needs to let go of the guilt of making decisions that are best for themselves rather than best for everyone around them. It feels like that the Seven of Cups tells me it's confusing and overly emotional for you to make decisions that maybe other people around you might not necessarily agree with, because you're doing what's best for you and not what's best for them. Tell me about gratitude. Tell me about gratitude. I think at the end of it all, it might be hard changes you're going through, but at the end of it all, I think you're going to be grateful for those changes. We've got the Ace of Swords, and the blue here is throat chakra energy. I really do feel that you're going to speak it out. I feel like you are going to tell people what you're doing here. Eventually, you're just going to come out with it and say, no, I'm not doing that. I can't do that for you anymore. And you're going to be grateful to be able to speak it, to be able to say it here. All right, so let's go back to the Emperor here. We have faith. Have faith in your dreams. Tell me about the Emperor, please. The Emperor is Aries energy, but I mean, it could be your energy, right? The Emperor is simply someone who has all of the wisdom of all of the kings, somebody who takes charge of everything. If you're maybe you're going to be promoted to like a vice president or a president of a company or a group of people or something like that, but it feels like you're going to be in the spotlight. You're going to be the subject matter expert. Look, Virgo, you spent your whole life going over details, and now I feel like it's time to teach people about the things that you know. We do have the Two of Pentacles. It's your decision. I feel like it's going to be offered to you, and this opportunity is coming toward you here, and I feel like you're going to have to make some sort of real-time decision. Are you going to hold back? It's the moment. It's the moment for you. Are you going to hold back? Or are you going to make a decision to move forward and step into the shoes of the Emperor? Because it can be very daunting, right? It can be very scary to be in front of all of the controls at the same time. And then we have the Devil. The Devil wants to hold you back, right? The Devil energy wants you to hold back. They want you to play it small here. They don't want you to take the leap of faith. They want you to be scared to take the leap of faith, right? The Devil energy is about doubt. It's about holding back. It's like I'm chained to the past, or I'm chained to someone's someone may not like me if I make a decision that's best for me, and maybe you're chained to the outcome with somebody who's going to praise you for making a decision that's best for them and not for you. I feel like your Emperor energy, I feel like it's going to be your decision. I don't think that life is going to thrust you into the spotlight, but I feel like there are some of you who are going to make the decision to do that. You're going to put yourself in the spotlight, because I feel like whatever you've been imagining, whatever you've been dreaming is about to come here into the 3D. You're about to realize that you have everything that you need in order to be able to move forward here. You have all the resources, all the skills, you're tapped in, turned on, right? And we've got the Seven of Swords, we've got the Empress energy, and we've got the Nine of Pentacles. It feels like with the Seven of Swords that I feel the Seven of Swords is between the Emperor and the Empress. It does feel like somebody here is not being completely honest with themselves. I feel like you're not being completely honest with yourself. I feel like you're ready to take a step into something new, to be in the spotlight. But I think the Seven of Swords tells me you're still holding back, even though you have the tools. The Empress energy tells me you're about to step into this moment of great abundance. For some of you, these could be two people that maybe the Empress and the Emperor are hiding their feelings from each other. Take that as it resonates, but we're looking at the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like when things begin to show up in your 3D world, Virgo, that you've been dreaming about or been imagining, and the Empress could be one of those people, I feel like that you are going to face it with confidence. Because I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's been building themselves up over a long period of time, possibly years, possibly the last 10 years. Maybe that's been a 9 or a 10-year cycle for you where you've been maybe trying to please others because you are the one who's always in service. So I feel like you need to start reeling it in, using your magician-like energy to make these big changes. But I feel like you're going to have a lot of opportunities coming at you, maybe opportunities to begin your own business or to stand out front and be the face of a business, a brand of a business. But it could also be that you now have the confidence that you are going to attract what is yours. And I think that the Empress and the Emperor are on the same vibration. So take it whatever way it is for you. For some of you, it's relationship. Others of you, it's work. We do have the Seven of Cups. You need to work through your fears. I feel like your fear of making a decision and staying with it terrifies you. I mean, I don't think you have a problem making decisions, but I think you have a problem making decisions when it comes to people watching you, because they want you to make decisions that are best for them. But I think you're about to start making decisions that are best for you. We do have the Strength card. Yeah, we do have the Knight of Cups, and we do have the Temperance card. It does feel like it is a moment of alchemy. And I feel like that's sort of for you what this eclipse was all about. It's about healing the self and feeling enough in balance to be able to push through your fears here, and the fear of making some sort of a decision. I feel like you spent a lot of time in the last little while holding yourself back from romance, holding yourself back from love, but I think that it's a moment of alchemy here for you to meet this person. And I think that this meeting only happens if you decide to step up and step into the shoes of the Emperor, which can be kind of fearful, right? So it does feel like things are about to snap into place, I want to say. And it's I'm watching Charlie, my guide, put his thumb on the last piece of the puzzle. Like, it feels like Temperance is the moment you've been waiting for, the moment of alchemy. Maybe you've been getting a lot of signs from the universe, but you haven't really known what those things mean. I feel like there is some sort of moment of gratitude that you're going to speak on here. Tell me more about the Ace of Swords, please, with gratitude. It's a realization, a brilliant realization, triumphant realization that everything has led up to here, and I feel like opportunities are presenting themselves, and you're going to start falling into this energy of gratitude. There's the Hierophant. I love it. So you're now on this path of learning, right? The Hierophant is sitting at the bottom of these stairs, and it's an ascension to the brightest part of ourselves, or the higher self, right? So I feel like you're feeling good. I feel like with the Hierophant here that you are on the right track, you're solid, you're moving in the right direction, being truthful and honest with yourself, doing the right thing. We do have the Page of Wands in the reverse, not being reckless with your time, reckless with your energy. I feel like you are sort of settling into who you really are. And I feel like you are the spiritual teacher. Look, you are the Hermit. You are someone who has a lot of spiritual energy. I feel like you're finally settling into who you really are. I think that's the changes that this eclipse is bringing to you. Yeah, it's healing. It's healing, and it's a realization of a connection to the universe that maybe you knew that you had, but it's going to be solidified because the Hermit is here. It's like now we know. It's like I suspected all along that I did have a connection, but now it's like a firm belief of, I know I'm in the right direction. And I feel like you're going to start telling people about that. I feel like you're going to start honestly and truthfully talking to people about this journey that you've been on, because you are the sage, Virgo. You're the one who's always wanting to help people, right? I feel like this has been a long journey for you, and I feel like it comes from the clutches of the devil. Like it comes from this place in the mind where you felt like you couldn't change your mind, or you didn't want to change your mind, but it feels like you've come sort of to the edge of something here, and now this eclipse just sort of tapped you off the edge, and now you're sort of in a free fall of all this beautiful stuff here. This balance here, this moment of alchemy, that you're realizing that you've been holding yourself back from emotional connections with people, from maybe starting your own business, the Emperor's here, from maybe being solid and grounded and taking your own path and saying to the rest of them, look, you can follow if you want, but I'm on my own path. Bottom of the deck, the Four of Cups. I think you did spend time there, and I think it's really important to spend time there, right? The Four of Cups, yes, it can be a little bit of boredom and stagnation, but the Four of Cups is also a place of stability, right? Stability emotionally with the cups. So I feel that although you were not accepting cups, look, she looks pretty bored, right? Not accepting any new cups here. I feel like her focus is on the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like your focus is on moving slow, strategically, planning things. I feel like your focus is on being practical and reevaluating where you came from as opposed to where you're going here. And then we have the Five of Swords, and we have the Eight of Cups. So disconnecting with anyone who's going to give you the headache of, why aren't you doing what I want you to do for me? It's time for Virgo to be on Virgo's team. I really do feel like it's time for you to not worry about who's offering you the emotional cup, like in terms of a relationship, but I feel like you're very focused on your pentacle world and what's good for you. Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you, Virgo, for coming here and watching. Just please remember that nothing is set in stone and conclusions are always within reach. This is full moon eclipse. We just had a full moon and an eclipse, even though it was a partial eclipse. So nothing is set in stone, and I feel like your conclusions are all within reach. Just don't let your past hold you back. Right now, the South Node is in Libra and the North Node is in Aries. South Node is your past life. North Node is how you move forward. You might want to find that information, but it's time for you to not let whatever your North Node or whatever your South Node is hold you back from whatever is coming up with your North Node. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here, Virgo. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. You guys take care. See you. Bye.